Hi guys, Jay here, and as you know, at the end of last season, Sergio Perez was replaced in the Red Bull team by none other than Liam Lawson, promoted from the RB team. However, this caused a lot of controversy amongst fans, a lot of fans wondering what about Yuki Tsunoda, including myself. So I thought for a little bit of fun we'd do an experiment. I've gone to F1 Manager 24, I've taken over Red Bull, but it's not the Red Bull you know. We've now got Liam Lawson in car 1 and Yuki Tsunoda in car 2. I've done that deliberately because Yuki Tsunoda has slightly higher stats than Liam Lawson, and so I've given Tsunoda Perez's car, which is slightly slower than Lawson's car. Both drivers will be on the same pit strategy. It's the pit strategy that the engineers have given me automatically. We're going soft, medium. I won't be touching anything. I won't be touching their tyres. I won't be touching their fuel. I won't be touching their ERS. We'll be starting at the back in P19 and P20. Lawson P19, Tsunoda P20. The winner being the driver who gains the most places. If there's a safety car, I'll decide whether to pit the cars. If I do pit the cars, I have to pit both. And they have to both go on the same tyre. Like I say, just a little bit of fun. Just a little experiment. Who do you think will win? Who do you think will gain the most places in this Grand Prix, in this little experiment? Let me know in the comments, and I hope you enjoy the video. Alright guys, here we go. Liam Lawson versus Yuki Tsunoda in a Red Bull. Let's see who can gain the most places. So, both on the same strategy, soft, medium. I'm not going to be touching their fuel, their BRS. I'm not going to be touching anything. Just going to let them go with it. Just going to let them do it, and we're going to follow whoever's in the lead. So at the moment, that's obviously Liam Lawson. So we'll follow whoever's in the lead to start with. As the race progresses, we'll choose who to watch. Yuki Tsunoda's already off the pace. He's already a second behind Zhou Guanyu, right at the back. Yeah, so we'll play it by ear, but for now, we'll follow the lead car. That's Liam Lawson. Okay, we're on lap 4, and we've got Yuki Tsunoda making a move on Pierre Gasly. Tsunoda passed Lawson a few laps ago, and has been on the charge, so to speak. He's got Gasly and then Bottas in front of him. Lawson right behind Tsunoda. Zhou is now like way behind. So, Gasly's past Bottas. Can Tsunoda make the move on Bottas? He can. So Tsunoda is through, and again is chasing Gasly. Can Lawson get past Bottas? Let's have a look. I think he's a bit too far away at the moment. So Tsunoda up into P17, which means he's now gained the most places so far in this race. So can Lawson pass Gasly? He's got the run. He's going down the inside. No, he's just a little bit too far. Tsunoda's passed Sargent. Tsunoda has passed Sargent, so he's up into 15th. His tyres are also hot. So is Lawson's. I'm not gonna remember. I said I'm not gonna touch anything. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, they're cooling down now. I will keep an eye on tyres if they're too hot, because obviously what we don't want is any punctures. But I will try and avoid touching any of their utilities. So Tsunoda, Lawson's got past Sargent. Okay, but Lawson is out of DRS on Tsunoda. Tsunoda now chasing down Ocon. So Tsunoda has gone from P20 to P15. Lawson's gone from P19 to P16. In terms of their race targets, I obviously went for like the easy one. I think I want to say it's 9th for Lawson and 7th for Tsunoda. I'm not expecting them to necessarily get that, but that was the lowest I could go for. So Tsunoda now is a little bit behind on Albon, and Lawson is a little bit behind on Ocon. So I'll keep an eye on it and then get back to you. Okay, Lawson now charging down Magnussen. Tsunoda is 2 seconds behind Sergio Perez in the RB. Perez obviously replacing Lawson. No, sorry, placing Yuki, I should say. Perez placing Yuki Verstappen, did Verstappen get a seat? No, he didn't. Verstappen's completely out. Okay, which makes sense. So Perez and Yuki was a straight swap, because obviously Lawson in for Verstappen, as I mentioned earlier in the video. So we've got Lawson chasing down Kevin Magnussen in the HAAS. He's right behind, but he's way behind Tsunoda now. And here he goes down the inside. And he'll take 13th place. But again, he's out of DRS on Ricciardo, so he's going to have to chase again. He's always chasing. This is the first time Tsunoda's had to chase, but Lawson's had to keep chasing every time he's done an overtake. As Lawson goes for another attack, going down the inside again. But again, Hulkenberg trying to shut the door. And does. Hulkenberg defending so well against Lawson. And whilst that's happening, Tsunoda is gaining on Russell. Tsunoda is gaining. As Lawson goes down the inside. And is he through? No. Hulkenberg's still defending like a madman. But surely this is it for Lawson. Surely Lawson can get past now on the pit straight. And up into P12. And on the chase of the two RBs of Perez and Ricciardo. As they go around the corner. Down the straight. Can he get the move done before the pit straight? No. Perez able to keep in front. And remember, these two had a bit of a thing in real life last season. Had a nice little battle in, I believe it was Mexico. As Lawson again on the pit straight. Does he have the advantage? He does. And he gets through P11 and is now one position out of the points in DRS of Ricciardo. Tsunoda did get into DRS of Russell, but has gone back out of it. And is now back in. So we've got both drivers in DRS range of the driver in front of them. To be fair, Lawson has caught up to Tsunoda now. So we've got an accident. Is it a crash? We have a crash. We have a crash involving multiple cars. It's Albon and one of the HAASes. Now, is this going to bring out a safety car? I don't think it will. So, looks like wing damage potentially for Albon there. And obviously, the pit crew not happy. The engineers and mechanics not happy at all in the Williams garage. In terms of the Red Bulls, they're still quite a bit behind. We've got Tsunoda chasing Alonso and Stroll in the Aston Martins, and Lawson is now trying to chase down Russell, but Daniel Ricciardo has been keeping up with Lawson and is now going for an attack. It's a time penalty for Hulkenberg, so it's Hulkenberg in that HAAS, but Lawson able to shut the door on Daniel. Okay, so pits are starting. Lawson has got back ahead of Ricciardo again. We've got Sainz and Piastri are pitting. Sainz is going on to the softs. Piastri is going on to the mediums. Tsunoda now moves up into 6th. Can Lawson get ahead? Let's see. And he does. Perez is also in the pits. And then again, Daniel Ricciardo has got ahead of Lawson. Trying to see what... So Perez is going on the... I think that's softs. But again, Daniel Ricciardo is just probably annoying the hell out of Liam Lawson in this race. Right. Here comes Tsunoda. And we need the pit to be quick because obviously we've got Lawson coming as well. So in comes Yuki. Lando's pitting as well, but we'll keep an eye on Yuki for a sec. Ricciardo is also pitting. So it's a clean pit stop for Tsunoda. 2.6. Lawson. So 2.9, so it's a little slower on the pit stop for Lawson. Ricciardo is also going on softs. And okay, so after the first pit stop, we have Tsunoda in 9th and Lawson in 12th. As Lawson goes to make the move on Perez, lap 22, and gets past him. Perez wasn't an issue for Lawson last time, but Ricciardo was. And we now have Lance Stroll going into the pits. So Yuki should hopefully gain a place here. Stroll going on to the softs. It's a clean pit stop from Aston Martin. And P7 for Yuki Tsunoda. Can he get the job done? As he goes past Lance Stroll. But I would imagine Lance should be able to come back because he's on fresher tyres. But so we'll see. Ricciardo is now pulled away from Lawson. 2 seconds down the road. Yuki Tsunoda is now in DRS of Alonso. Alonso has fresher tyres. He's on mediums. But Tsunoda is on the quicker softs. So can Tsunoda gain another place here? He's a whopping 10 seconds in front of George Russell now. So he's a good 11 seconds in front of Lawson. So he's completely dominating here. Remember, he started P20th. As he goes for the move, but Alonso, using his experience, trying to shut the door. So gone to the pit straight. Tsunoda will have DRS. Can he get by? He can. And up into P6 goes Yuki Tsunoda. Can he get by the Mercedes? He's losing time on Ricciardo. Around the outside. Oh, there was a lock up there. Was that a lock up or was that a touch? I think they touched. He says he's okay. Did they touch? Yeah, here we go. Got Lawson on the outside. Yeah. Russell just a little bit close. Now we need to check if he's got damage. We need to check. Does he have damage? No, he's okay. Tyre wear wise, Tsunoda again with the better tyre management. However, as I say that, Hamilton has got through. Hamilton has got through on Tsunoda. Hamilton is on the mediums, but Tsunoda is going for another attack. And Hamilton shuts the door. As Leclerc pits. Leclerc going onto the softs, just coming off the mediums. I don't think Yuki will catch him. Even if he does, it ain't going to make a difference. Tsunoda in 5th. And gets into 4th place. But obviously still yet to pit. As Lawson goes for the move. And is ahead of Lance Stroll. And back in P9. Lawson going to make the move on Perez. And gets through. Once again, Lawson passes Perez, but he's lost another second to Ricciardo. So, yet again, he needs to get a move on. Keep saying it. As Alonso goes past Tsunoda, Tsunoda dropping down to 5th. And so it's a place dropped for Tsunoda, but he's right back in the DRS. Can he gain it back? Alonso is on the mediums, so Alonso has got more tyre wear. Alonso pitted after Tsunoda. Let's have a look. So we've got Alonso, Tsunoda, Hamilton, Leclerc. So Tsunoda softs, Hamilton. Sorry, for Alonso mediums, Tsunoda softs, Hamilton mediums, Leclerc softs. So, although as I say that, Tsunoda is back on the attack, and can he get ahead of Alonso? No, Alonso staying ahead, and as that happened, I believe Lance Stroll just passed Lawson. So, yeah, Alonso... Oh, sorry, that was Alonso. Taking over Yuki. See it here. Nice, easy overtake. As Tsunoda went off track. And Lawson, I believe, was overtaken by Stroll during that as well. As in comes Yuki. So again, fingers crossed we get clean pit stops. And it's a 2.8 for Tsunoda. And he will come out where? We'll check in a sec. As Lawson comes in, Tsunoda is going to be passed by Ricciardo and Russell and Stroll. Lawson now in. And it's a 2.7, so slightly quicker for Lawson this time in terms of the pits. And he should stay ahead of Albon. Yeah, Albon's pitting. Will he stay ahead of Ocon though? Will he stay ahead of Ocon? No, he won't. Ocon will get through. There's Ocon. So, Tsunoda P10, Lawson P12, Tsunoda 22 seconds ahead of Lawson on lap 38. So this is it. This is their last stretch. We've got 19 laps to go. Sainz is now pitting, but he's well ahead. Oh, pit stop issue for Sainz. What happened to Sainz? Oh, wheel gun stuck. Oh no. That's a big one for the Ferrari team. And Tsunoda gets past Lance Stroll. Russell's also pitting as well. So, oh, and Lawson's overtook Ocon. Down the inside. Nice and easy. So Lawson catches Russell. Can he get the move done? Yes, he can. Down the inside. P10 back into the points. But remember, Russell is on the fresher tyres. And he's on the quicker tyres. Ricciardo and Stroll are now pitting. So let's see what everyone's doing. So Piastri has come out. He is on the mediums. Ricciardo is coming in on... Oh, let's go to Stroll first. Stroll, soft and medium. That's slow. That's slow. And Danny Rick coming out on the softs. So at the moment, P7 for Tsunoda, P8 for Lawson. Nope, make that P9 because Russell is just got ahead of him. Perez right behind on the mediums as well. Now, curious to know, 22.5 seconds behind Tsunoda. Softs. So yeah, I think this is pretty much it. As Lawson goes to make the move on Russell and does, and is back into P8. Alonso is just pitting. He's going on to the softs, which means he'll have the advantage over us. Well, over Lawson, definitely. Well, yeah, he's going to come out ahead of Lawson. So, Alonso theoretically will have advantage over Tsunoda. So, I would say This is probably as good as it's going to get for Lawson. Is P8. And again, Lawson down the inside. Same corner as last time. And takes back P8. Hamilton is in the pits. So this will move Yuki up to P5. Hamilton is going on to the soft tyres. So where will he come out though? How far behind? Alonso's going to get past him. Lawson won't. So yeah, 8th is as good as it's going to get for Lawson, I think. Unless there's a safety car. And as I say that, yet again, George Russell takes P8 from Lawson. And again, is it going to be the same move as before? It is. Lawson has made that move now numerous times on Russell on that exact corner. And Tsunoda, oh no, Tsunoda did enter Piastri's DRS, but he's gone back out of it. And he's back in. Can Tsunoda gain on Piastri? He's right on the tail of Piastri now in the McLaren. This is a good drive by Yuki. Tsunoda going around the outside and gets past Piastri. Piastri also on the mediums. Who's got the better tyre wear? Piastri's they're about the same tyre wear wise. So that was a good move. And as that happens, Lawson is just been overtaken by Russell yet again. So down the straight. This time around the outside by Russell. And taking back that position. Piastri making a move on Tsunoda. Goes around the outside and gets through. Gets through on Tsunoda. So Tsunoda is now back into P5. So Lawson is still ahead of Russell at the moment. Starting to pull away a little bit. But I've just realised Tsunoda is gaining on Piastri. Which is interesting. I wasn't expecting him to gain. Piastri pulled away quite a little bit. A little while ago. So could we see Tsunoda sneak in a P4 towards the end? Well, that was the question. Lawson is battling for P8. He's been battling with Russell for who knows how many laps now. The good news is they've pulled away from Ricciardo. So Lawson fighting for P8, but Tsunoda is making a move on Piastri here. I'm pretty sure, I think their tyres are about the same in terms of tyre wear. Piastri and Tsunoda is. As Tsunoda is trying to find a way through. They're coming up to one of the back markers. You see the Alpine there. Trying to go around the outside, but Piastri shutting the door. Although Tsunoda down the outside line and gets through. Tsunoda is back into P4. One corner to go. Lando Norris wins the Grand Prix in the McLaren. Piastri might try and make a last-ditch move here. He's going to be too far behind. Or is he? Can Yuki keep it? Can Yuki keep P4? He will. Yuki Tsunoda, P20 to P4. Lawson with 2 corners, including the one he's doing. 1 more corner now. Ahead of Russell. Out of Russell's DRS now. It's going to be P8 for Lawson. P19 to P8 for Lawson. So, one-on-one, Tsunoda wins this one-on-one Red Bull battle.
Okay, that's the checkered flag.
Both drivers did very, very well. Tsunoda especially. And that it will be the top 10 once Ricciardo crosses the line, which he does. So yeah, there you go, guys. P20 to P4 for Yuki Tsunoda, P19 to P8 for Lawson. So it's 16 places gained for Yuki Tsunoda and 11 places gained for Liam Lawson. So difference of 5. And both drivers hitting their race targets for this experiment. And as you can see again, Tsunoda is slightly higher stats wise, to be fair. So I think it's pretty even. If you can, I just think Lawson definitely was attacking, just couldn't keep the pace early on.
Yuki Tsunoda makes his way back after the events of that race.
So there you are, guys. Confirmation. Yuki Tsunoda 16 places gained, P4. Liam Lawson 11 places gained, P8. So to be fair, they both did very well, especially Yuki. So there you are, guys. That was this little experiment in F1 Manager 24, pitting Liam Lawson against Yuki Tsunoda in the Red Bull. Who do you think should have been given the seat for this year's F1 season? Do you think it was right that Liam Lawson replaced Sergio Perez, or do you think that that the seat should have been given to Yuki Tsunoda? If you want to check it out, I gave my thoughts on this exact thing last month, where I gave my view on who I thought should have been given the Red Bull seat. And if you want to check that video out, you can by clicking on the card that's displaying on your screen now. Until next time, guys, all the best. And I will speak to you soon. Thank you for watching.